what's going on today, man? Listen, today we're going to be watching a video, Is Gaming Fun Anymore? A lot of you guys have been asking questions like, Nick, where you been? Where's your streams? What's been going on, man? Are you coming back? Are we uploading gaming anymore? I know I'm going to come back. I know I'm going to upload gaming again someday. But the truth is, there's not a lot of games that are really tickling my fancy. And this video right here kind of explains why, honestly. It speaks a lot about how the industry's changed, how gaming's changed, the games they're coming out with now are a little bit different. If you guys like today's YouTube video, don't forget to like the video, man. And drop a comment down below. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like gaming's changed? Is it better? Is it worse? Am I just getting old? Because that could be true too. You know what I mean? It could be me. As always, enjoy the content. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace and love, baby. 'Cause baby, you got it. Yeah, I miss you. Hello, hello, hello. We are watching a video on gaming not being fun anymore. And we're going to talk about it. And why?
What? Video games are more popular than ever before. They're more immersive, they're more beautiful, more respected, and they print more money than the music and movie industry combined.
Is that real?
Look, I love video games and I had no idea it was that popular. But something strange is happening.
That's
People
real?
all around the world
I didn't know
are
that.
starting to feel disconnected.
Disconnected?
And one of these people
Yeah.
really surprised me. You see, I love everything about video games. Seriously, I'm obsessed and have always been since I was a little kid. The industry.
Welcome to E3 2019.
The people.
Okay, fair enough.
The business. I love it all. But these days, it feels like every game is some combination of like soulless, overly optimized, or it just feels like a chore to play.
Play the game to earn battle token tier skips. Redeem battle
Play the
token tier
game
skips
to earn
unlock
battle
rewards.
In
token
fact,
tier
I think
skips.
I watch more videos about video games than actually play video games. That's probably a
That's
problem.
relatable, it's
So why
relatable.
did I and a growing number of people feel like video games aren't fun anymore? What changed? Was it the games?
We will always have split screen in going forward.
We have had to make the difficult decision.
That
not to
Halo
share
split
campaign,
screen, though.
Split screen co-op.
Was it me?
So there's another kind of principle here where remember that the
The
video
only
game doesn't
BR we need is a battle rifle. Oh.
just give you pleasure.
What could have been?
It also takes away pain from other parts of your life.
Or was it both? One of my favorite gaming memories was playing the original Pokemon with my little brother. I had the Berry
On that Game Boy.
aka the best Game Boy, with Pokemon Red, aka the best Pokemon, and he had the Lime Green Game Boy with Pokemon Blue. So I think we knew who the cool kid was at school. It was me. Joking aside, we freaking love these games. Like, we love them so much, we actually played them under our beds when we were supposed to be sleeping with like a tiny little flashlight.
I
at the
had that
bottom of
too.
Our beds.
I had
so
that too.
No one could see that we were awake, and then we would just play them all
My
night
parents
until
used to
we
get
passed out.
pissed, man. I know I don't see that light on in there, Nikki.
The good old days. But believe it or not, the games back then had the same goal of the games today. See, they wanted to make money.
We want a gift, but only if it's money.
I mean, it was business after all. And, you know, I think Pokemon did A-okay on that front.
Wow.
That's gonna drive parents nuts.
Is it ever?
I think they're doing just fine. But in those days, there was only
These guys trip me out because every time he says anything, he starts here and he ends here.
one way to get
Throw me
money.
over.
They had to be
Watch.
fun.
You can do
And I
it.
mean,
Oh.
really fun. Like, addictive.
Oh. Oh no, I might have ruined the video.
Standpoint,
My bad, Gary.
From a design standpoint,
Pissing
going
me
to the
off.
first level and it's like looking way up to the top of the level and thinking like, I want to get all the way up there. Yeah. Single player, multiplayer, co-op, you know,
Halo,
whatever.
Gears of
All
War.
that stuff, and it does it all really well.
One
The
more
sense of
year.
competition, the sense of
Geometry
accomplishment,
Wars, no way.
reward, and the sense of awe that you can get. But when you roll all this stuff together, they all collaborate to make this game just fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bottom line.
All the good ones.
And you know what? If you weren't satisfied with the fun, you had like a billion cheat codes you could access to make the games as fun as you wanted. Because if a game wasn't fun on day one, like that was it. It was over. There was no sale.
Game over, man. It's game over.
This simple limitation led to an explosion of competition from developers to one-up each other.
The key isn't the number of games,
man.
the key is the quality of the game.
If developers wanted their business to do well, guess what? It had to outfund the competition. It was an all-out war, but no matter what happened, us players, we were eating good. But then technology hits a major pivot point.
You ever wonder what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is.
This was fire.
Well, like, I guess that's technically a pivot, but no, that's not what I'm talking about.
It was cool you made your little Xbox guy.
This is... What? This is boring. Delete.
Yeah. You see, at this time, games are more complex than ever.
Every map ever released on Halo 1 through 4, all running on their original engines.
Isn't that wild to look at? That's complex. Look, simple. Complex. Simple. Complex. Simple. Complex.
I mean, it seems like he's getting after the pay to win, you know, the in-game purchases, the stores. And look, that's a big problem in gaming currently. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot more than just that. You know, games simply aren't as good as they used to be. I mean, just flat out. And I mean, look, that's a part of it. But games with stores that have come out that have been incredible. I mean, bro, Call of Duty Verdansk, I mean, that was awesome. And that had a store. Fortnite, like early Fortnite, I mean, that had a store, and it was like quite possibly the best game of all time.
Yeah, we're starting to get weird.
There's a way to do it.
You need to tighten up the graphics a little bit.
Overdoing it now.
Developer headcount starts entering into the thousands. That's right, thousands. There are some companies with 10,000. There are some with more.
10,000? Wow. People have 10,000 developers? Who?
That just seems insane to me. I don't know how you take one person's creative vision and then sprinkle that amongst thousands of people to create one game that is already complex. Seems like a rough uphill battle, doesn't it?
I worked about 7
Chet, who has 10,000 developers?
14 and 16
or even close. That's crazy.
And when would you go home?
I would go home when I was ready to collapse, basically.
Costs start to rise substantially, and yeah, things are starting to look bleak.
They put products into specific kind of timelines, and they're under a lot of pressure to hit those timelines.
Except by 2013, developers start to realize a way out. Updates. They start small, tiny fixes to keep players happy with their purchase. Only makes sense. Then Day 1 DLC. Now, new additional content is sold the same day the game releases.
Day 1 DLC. Day 1. The poison of gaming.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Feels kind of like a scam.
Yeah.
A little bit. Then Day 1 patches. I guess they couldn't finish the game on time. Probably a problem. Then really big Day 1 patches.
That's pretty good.
Suddenly the game's disc becomes useless without the internet. Updates grow bigger and become more common. Gotta say it. Starting to feel like there's a problem emerging.
Let me spawn in on this guy right here so that this way I could... and of course the game froze.
Then, what was once a competition for fun turns into a competition...
That's Star Fox?
...of marketing.
Play the greatest games lineup in Xbox history.
Hey, I doubt it.
Nobody likes marketing. Not even marketing.
All right. I gotta talk to you about something.
It turns into a marketing blitz of empty promises for what marketing. Not even marketing.
All right.
Keanu!
Talk to you about something.
It turns into a marketing blitz of empty promises for what the game could eventually become.
Cyberpunk.
But it never does. Fun no longer makes the bulk of the money. The landscape shifts to retention-based gameplay. The question was no longer, how can I make this more fun? It was, how can we get every second and every cent of this person's money and time to play our game forever?
Wow.
Yeah, from this point on,
what an edit.
Games change completely. New aggressive monetization manipulation tactics become the de facto standard. Small purchases known as microtransaction become an industry trend. If you ever wondered, dear God, could I pay just $1 to get this rainbow-colored gun skin? Then I'd be fulfilled. Well, guess what? You got it. Lottery-esque boxes could be purchased for a chance at digital items with fabricated rarity.
Oh, it's an icon as well!
Which is insane. This is rarer than this. But they can both be made.
I fell victim to this.
Infinitely.
Them damn Counter-Strike cases.
Hey pal.
We did that for a few months.
Just blowing from Stupid Town?
And then battle passes are introduced as content treadmills used to keep the players engaged. The game is shallow and unfun, but hold on. We can just make a battle pass and give them things like coins. And then they'll just play it forever. And we'll give them enough coins to do it again next year. We're geniuses. Forget fun or quality. The game was going to continuously engage the players at all costs. More engagement means...
I'm a little indifferent on this because, like, part of me feels like this isn't always horrible. Like, it can be done right. It's just a very tricky process, and when they're not creating good things... Like, you know, there's been battle passes before that I've bought that I've loved. Like, all the cosmetics are fire, all the rewards are pretty cool, but the majority of battle passes have been pretty horrible. So, again, I mean... This can be okay. This concept can maybe even be good, but I don't know if a battle pass is the reason the games are ass. I mean, I think sometimes it just comes down to like, yo, are we making good games or are we not? You know? Like Elden Ring was phenomenal, and that came out a few years ago. Games still come out that are great. It's just they're a dime a dozen, you know, stuff.
It's more spending. And if you're that guy, we'd all like to say thanks for spending billions of dollars of your money on Fortnite skins and turning video games into the hellish landscape that it is today. Thanks. And it worked.
So how do they make money?
A lot of games right now are free to download, but then if you want to get extra packs or access extra content, you have to pay for what they call in-app purchases or in-game purchases.
Which is insanely sad, but it worked.
So they get you hooked free, and then they start charging you once you're in there, and once you want to do better and advance within the game.
People bought it.
You did too.
Basically.
Everything changed.
So this...
You did too.
This is why my son is asking me for my credit card when he's playing one of these games, because he
One more
wants
time.
those kinds of things.
Games changed.
You did too. I mean, God, man. You guys yelling at me. We're in this together.
I guess we did too.
All right. So, I appreciate that.
Is this the end?
Hopefully not.
Maybe I did change. Maybe the world changed.
I've never seen this video.
Maybe video games
Okay, I
aren't
called this whole thing
actually
out.
fun anymore.